Also, just to let you know, we have buttons and bumper stickers and yard signs, which you can stick in your snowdrifts now. And, you know, whether you've donated or not, please take whatever you can use and whatever you can give away, because we want our city to be plastered with no F-35 signs.
If we write a check later, where do we send it?
You could write a check to Wisconsin Network for Peace, Justice, and Sustainability, WNPJS, and that would be tax deductible. If you go to our website, there's a page called Donate, and you can just get that information there. So I just want to talk about, I mean, we've gotten all this bad news, right? But the good news is that we have power. We have learned, we do. And our power comes from our voices. We've learned from the people in Burlington, Vermont, that the Air Force actually declined initially to put the F-35s there, and it was only through the backdoor manipulations of Senator Patrick Leahy that that decision got reversed. So, you know, they had to find all this out using a Freedom of Information Act request and going through all kinds of communications. So what we know from them, and they've been incredibly helpful to us, in fact, yeah, is that the Air Force is paying attention. They're paying attention to the media, they're paying attention to the public comments, they're paying attention to lots of stuff. And if they see that they are not wanted here, that there's a possibility maybe of lawsuits and lots of protests, they may decide not to put the jets here. And they have actually said that. So we need to... And you know, you're going to hear in the media that it's a done deal, we're getting the F-35s, there's nothing we can do. Well, that's just not true at all. It's not a done deal. There are 5 sites under consideration, and we just need to continue the momentum, keep the momentum up, keep it in the public eye, and we have a number of ways you can do that. We have a petition. If you haven't signed it yet, there were earlier petitions for various things, but we're trying to compile them all into one. So we started one this year, and if you want to learn some new technology that you may not be familiar with, on the inside of your program is a QR code. It's like a little square barcode thing. If you've never used one of those, and if you have a smartphone, it's totally cool because you can focus your smartphone on the QR code and it will pop up the website that takes you to the petition. So you can do that, or you can go home, go to the website, click the link, and sign up there. So the other thing you can do is when you came in with your program, you got these little voided checks to Tammy Baldwin that say no F-35s on them. People have been contacting Tammy Baldwin's office by phone, by email, by letters. We think this will help get her attention more, and we've been doing this for a while. Write your message on the back of that voided check and tell her why you don't want the F-35s to come to Madison. Make sure you have your name and at least your zip code on the front. Address is helpful so she knows you're a constituent. And you can drop those in the box on the way out and we will deliver them. She's also having, and the reason Tammy Baldwin, of course, when we heard about Senator Leahy, we know that senators do have power. And, well, Tammy Baldwin is not Senator Leahy, but she still can be influential, and she needs to know the level of opposition that we have here in Madison. There are some events coming up. Well, Senator Baldwin's having a birthday party fundraiser next Saturday, and if you want to join the protests outside Cargo Coffee East, you can do that. There is this coming Wednesday, well, you can look at the upcoming events in here, but I really want to stress that we have designated Leap Day, February 29th, as a parade to the gates of Truax, and we really want to show our strength. So if you put that on your calendar and tell everybody you know, it should be a really interesting, creative event. We have all kinds of interesting ideas for it. And if you have ideas and you would like to contribute them, There's one of the cards we gave you. You can put your name and contact information and any ideas you have or skills you have or ways you'd like to help with that or with anything else that we do. And let's see. Well, just to say, our Facebook page has more than 1,000 followers. We have a website that's had over 5,000 page views. People have been really active, and we have turned the basing of the F-35s from a little noticed story to front page news and lead stories on television news. And that there was some talk about the Madison Chamber of Commerce. It turns out that not all of the people on the board were aware of the decision to not buy from Just Bakery and might not have been in agreement with that, so we're not really sure whose decision that was. We also know that there's a lot of members of the Greater Madison Chamber of Commerce that aren't aware of this kind of advocacy that the Chamber of Commerce does. So if you know anybody or visit any local businesses who are members of the Chamber of Commerce, let them know that they can pressure the Chamber to focus on local economic development, not just, not the defense contracts. Yay. Yay. Thank you.